What's happening, guys? Zach Edwards here with another lifestyle change in cooking. Okay, so I'm going to teach you how to overcome your hunger pains during the day. Now, there's different reasons why there's hunger pains. We'll go through each of them. We're also going to talk about filling up your sweet tooth. We need to get rid of that sweet tooth, and I've got the perfect way of doing it throughout the day. This will last you the whole day, possibly, depending on how strong your sweet tooth is. Mine's pretty bad, and this lasts me through the day. We're also going to teach you how to stay full, and interesting enough, with being full, you can actually do what's called intermediate fasting, which we'll discuss that a little bit as we go, if I remember. So first off, I've got my pan heating up. We're going to do eggs. Small pan, put it on the burner, grab a jar, grab a fork, and then grab your eggs. So I was doing 3 eggs every morning and every day for breakfast and for lunch. Problem was, the price of eggs skyrocketed up to $2.50 from 55 cents per dozen. Couldn't sustain that. Remember, I'm trying to help you become financially stable as well. That's a lifestyle change to get rid of your stress. And if we're spending a ton of money on the food that we're eating, it's not going to help us stay stress-free. Though, I'm not saying you shouldn't go out and buy other things, but if you keep certain things low in price, you can spend money on those other important things, such as my girlfriend is very much into lifestyle, healthy organic eating. I don't eat organic. I could. I have no problem with eating organic. It's really expensive for me. And for right now, I'm not in this situation where I want to be financially, paying off debts. I just got my house paid off completely. So these are things that I want to do. I want to eat organic. I want to eat healthier. I would love to go get grass-fed, farm-raised, free-ranging chicken eggs. Tell you the truth, most organic or most free-range chicken eggs come from chickens that are given a small spot of land, not free-ranging. And you know what we're going to do this year? We're getting chickens for the backyard. I'm going to walk you through that as well. Because chickens, that's free-ranging chickens. You can also watch what they eat, and it'll save you money if you eat a lot of eggs, like I do. So, my pan's heating up. I'm going to use olive oil spray. It's the exact same price as all the other sprays, and it's a lot healthier. Okay. Whip up my eggs. Put them on there. So this is going to be my protein. As I was saying on the previous video, eggs are the perfect match for what your body needs. So, a chick comes from this, created by a chicken. Now inside, you've got the whites, the clear spot, which is a great source of protein. But you have the yellow, the yolk, which a lot of people talk about, oh, it's too much cholesterol, too much fats and such. A little while ago, science actually came out saying, oh, these are full of cholesterol. Stop eating eggs. You don't want to eat a lot of eggs. Well, sorry, science, you were wrong. And later on they found out, oh no, eggs are good cholesterol. You need them. Well, people are saying the yolks are a horrible part because they're so full of fats and the bad cholesterol. Well, sorry, they're not. These are made of the nutrients, the vitamins, and everything that a chick needs in order to develop its body. That's when most of the nutrients are needed for the body, is when the body is developing. So, if that's good enough for the chick, then it's definitely good enough for us. And we're going to supplement other things in there as well, which is why I have my Vitamix out. Now, go get a dozen eggs, go get 6 dozen eggs. If you eat eggs like I do to try to change this lifestyle, you're going to eat a lot of eggs. Eggs are a great source of protein and all the vitamins and minerals that you need for sustaining life and development. So, now we've got the eggs cooking. Turn off my heat, take them off my burner. Will they go? As they're cooling down, I'll put a little dairy in my diet. Cheese. Not too much, but also not too little. I like cheese. And yes, dairy is not the best thing for your body, though it's also a very good source of different nutrients that other things don't have. So, I threw my cheese on there. There's my omelet. Let that cook. I'll also go into my fridge and I grab my salsa. So I eat, as I said, I eat a lot of eggs. So with my salsa, this changes the flavor. I've also put curry in there. I put rice. I put quinoa. I put all these different ingredients in there because eggs almost goes along with almost anything. You know how they say steak and eggs? Yeah, it's actually quite good. Come to find out. I've got my steak, but I'm saving that for dinner. Now, in order to crave your sweet tooth, your eggs are not going to do that. Tell you the truth, they're not. Unless you put something really sweet in there. My son actually likes barbecue sauce, so we put a dab of barbecue sauce because he likes eating eggs. And the great thing is my kids actually eat eggs every morning. How cool is that? They're not eating sugary cereals, they're not eating other things. Yes, every Sunday we have pancakes or waffles. Sometimes we mix it up and put something else, or we do something else during the weekdays. But most of the time they are eating eggs almost every single day. Now, there's different types of eggs. I like omelets. I always create an omelet for myself. My oldest son, he likes omelets as well. So there's two of us that always gets omelets. But the other three, two daughters and one son, they will actually mix it up. Most of the times they'll do fried eggs. Sometimes my other son likes scrambled eggs. So we'll dice up some scrambled eggs. Some like it where the yolk is runny. Some of it where it's cooked all the way through. Sunny side up. There are so many different ways of doing eggs. You can make a cookbook on just eggs. As of today, I mean, cookbooks are almost irrelevant. I mean, I still have mine up here and I use it all the time. Yeah, Better Homes and Gardens. I've got a Betty Crocker up here too. But I don't usually grab them from up there. I usually go on my cell phone, which is where my camera is, and I'll look them up online. Look them up. There are hundreds of ways of making eggs and make them so that you don't get tired of the taste. Funny enough, I've been doing this for over a year and I'm still not tired of omelets. Sometimes I'll put vegetables in there as well. So switch it up if your palate is not able to make it sustainable. So I've got my eggs and then my cheese melting on there. So now what I'll do is I'm going to do my smoothie. Now smoothies are great. You can actually add almost any fruit in there, but also vegetables. Not any vegetables. I usually put carrots in there because it's a great way of getting my carrots in my diet and the beta carotene that's in there. Now apples, you have to be worried. You have to know something about apples. Apples, when you put them into a blender, they'll actually froth up. So most of the froth that's created in your smoothie is created from the apples. Now I'm not exactly sure yet why that is, but just so you know that. Now I have a base of water. Every time you do a smoothie, you want to have a base of some sort of liquid. You can use juice. You can use water. Now usually when I do water, I'll do a little flavoring to the water. A sugar-free, natural or not natural, it's okay. It's just a little bit to get rid of your sweet tooth. Now I throw my my apples in there. We actually throw in a whole apple. If you have kids, you can throw in multiple apples. Be cautious of the froth. You want to test that out. The reason why I'm throwing the apple pieces into my sink is I actually have a compost. Sometimes I make it in the sink, and sometimes I don't. I'll talk to you about compost later on. So now I've got, these are actually berries I picked this morning in my backyard. Make sure I get all the stems out. I think I got them all out. I actually soaked them for about 30 minutes because I wanted to get any kind of bugs that might have been in there. And the bugs all come to the top, they also die. So when I strain them out, they all come out. So, dump those in there. Now that's all blackberries. I'd actually like to get a little mixture of raspberries, a few other things. So I've got some blueberries. So I've got some frozen ones as well, like in my freezer. Now my fruit bushes out back provide me enough fruit for a few days. I'll actually take them, I'll freeze them, and I'll put them in here. Now, all the nutrients stay in the smoothie, which is great because you want to be able to get all the nutrients out. I'm going to show you how to keep as much nutrients as possible. You might want to do this, you might not. But this is what I do in order to keep all the nutrients found in these berries and fruits. is that it's such an efficient blender. It will actually blend up all the particles, all the seeds and everything else that you find in the berries or in the fruit. So, I'll then grab my mug, fill up my mug. Now there's a reason why I'm showing you all these parts, because one of the things I talked to you about, it's good. One of the parts I talked about, how this is going to sustain you throughout the day. So I give myself just enough to make myself happy for breakfast, and then I'll go up to my cabinet and I'll grab another one of my containers. I'll fill it up. Anytime I have my sweet tooth hits, I can always come back and get some more. And so I'll be drinking this throughout the day, every time. And you don't need a ton in order to sustain your sweet tooth. Just enough so that you can move on and not be affected all day long with a nagging sweet tooth and having to fulfill it with different carbs and other products. Alright, so that's going to go in my fridge. Problem is, you don't want to leave it there longer than a day. What will happen is the refrigerator, the way it works, is it actually pulls moisture from whatever is in there. This is why if you put an ice cube in your freezer, the ice cubes will come out of a certain size. The longer you keep them in there, the more they'll shrink. Most things are all the moisture is being drawn out. Put fruits or vegetables in there, same thing will happen. Especially vegetables, you'll see that it's wet, moist when you put them in there. By the time you have it in there a day or so, they'll actually be all dry because moisture is being drawn out through the refrigeration process. So, I've got my smoothie, and it is good. I also have my eggs, and even though it's cooled down just a little bit, now get it ready to serve. And finishing piece, my salsa. I don't know why, but this never gets old for me. I quite enjoy having eggs. The great thing about eggs, how much does a thing of top ramen cost? And just for one. It costs about 20 cents nowadays. Eggs, you get a dozen for about $1. That's about 10 cents per egg. 2 eggs, that's 20 cents. You can have top ramen in college, or you can have a nice plate of eggs, plus about 5 cents of your salsa. Salsa is about $2 for a container like this. It's not the greatest salsa. I'm not having the freshest salsa, but I've got my different vegetables in there. I've got my eggs. I've got my dairy. While around a meal, I'm ready for the day. This is the way to keep yourself full throughout the day, using things that are going to make you better in life. Financially savvy, you don't need top ramen. That's a myth that it was less expensive than all these other things. A pizza, even a regular pizza, is $1. No, probably now it's $2. It was $1 when I was in college. Now it's $2. 20 cents, maybe 30 cents max. This is the way to go. This is a lifestyle change that is effective, efficient, and so good for you. And I mean, your taste buds are going to love you for it. So thanks for joining me on this lifestyle change when it comes to cooking breakfast. We're going to go through other breakfasts as well that will help you through this process. But this is my go-to when it comes to breakfast. Eggs, omelet, salsa, and a nice smoothie full of fruits and sometimes vegetables to get me going through the day. Thanks for joining me. We'll catch you next time. Take care. Bye.